Irreplaceable royal determination. I am weird. Did you hear me? I'm going to say that again, just in case. I am definitely wise. I'm definitely extraordinary, irreplaceable, royal determination. I am weird, okay? And it's okay to be weird. But we have to be determined to be us in our weirdness or whatever else. Every brick somebody throw at us, we're going to take it and we're going to build some queendoms and some kingdoms with them. Do you hear me? We're going to create our culture with every brick that's thrown. So, awakeners are who we are. Awakeners are rhythms of me that I fine-tune by opening my heart to the multifaceted being that I am. We are opening ourselves to who we are. We are multifaceted. That's why you can sew and cook and you can design an outfit. And wait, I could do hair too. Oh, wait, I just came up with that whole business plan because we're multifaceted beings. And it's heart. Our sound is... Let's take a deep breath and release our Feel the breath coming through your body. Feel the vibration. As you release that, as you're releasing that you are letting go of all that is not bringing healing to you, and you are calling in all of the godness of who we are. Every time we release our we're releasing what we no longer need, and we have transmuted that energy to the God that lives in here, to the God that I am, to the God that knows that I hear each adjustment, respect, truth. That's what heart means. And at any point you wanted, this is your scroll, this is my scroll. I've already written on it. This is yours. You're going to write it. You're writing your heart, truth. Okay? Hear each adjustment, respect, truth. That's what heart means. So if you want to write that down at any time, that's your paper, you can. Okay? Today we're going to trust ourselves. Love connects with love. Say it with me. Love connects with love. I am love.
I am love.
Be love. Let's take a deep breath and say that, okay? I trust myself.
I trust myself.
Breathe again, release your eye when you're ready. Listen, with this breath, I want you to be focused, okay? I want you to be focused. I want you to see you. Close your eyes and do not even remember that you're sitting in a chair. I want you to know that you're sitting inside of you. You are sitting in you and you are going within. And when you release that breath, before you speak those words, you're going to feel the vibrations of the words. Okay? Feel the vibration. All right? Okay, close your eyes. See only you. You're not sitting in a chair. You're sitting inside of yourself. Breathe and let that go when you're ready. Relax in you. I trust myself.
I trust myself.
Love
Love
connects with love.
connects with love.
Say it again with me. Love
Love
connects with love.
Connects with love.
I am love.
I am love.
Be love.
be love.
Right. Our hearts, honeys, are our GPSs. That's why I said don't see anything when you're breathing but you. Only see yourself and go within. Because our heart is our guide. We have been taught that we cannot trust our heart. And now what we are learning is we can definitely trust ourselves, which is why we're starting with I trust myself. Okay? The heart is the GPS. The guide. When you need a guide, what happens? You need to be able to what?
Get to where you're going.
Get to where you're going. We need a guide. No one uses GPS. What we use GPS for?
Directions.
Destination.
Directions, destination. But what if we have our own inner GPS? What if we can get somewhere without seeing a GPS? Do we think we can?
No, we can't.
I know we can. And you don't even have to know where you are. You can go to a new city and get to a specific place with your inner GPS. Because our heart is the greatest guide. How do you think we have a GPS system? Because somebody tapped into themselves and pulled out that GPS from the outside and put it from the inside and put it on the outside. And now we have GPS in our vehicles. to guide us. It's our darkness for our growth. We don't think darkness is necessary, but it is. When you put a seed in the ground, do you think it's light down there? It's dark. See, that's why we think when we're in our darker places that we have been, we're buried. We're just out for the count. It's over. Dark is terrible. We've been taught that our dark skin is not worthy. It's not valuable, but it's for our growth. It's for our healing. It's for our knowing. It's for our deepness. We are deep like the earth. We are necessary. We are energy in motion, brilliant resilience, honest, notable, necessary, a whole entire universe. That's who we are. It's also a light for our journey. Do we see that? We are dark and light. If you get rid of the dark, all the light's going to leave too. We need the darkness with the light because we all have value, because we're all valuable. So we need our light and our dark for our guide on our journey. And that is what our heart is to us. You can trust your heart. I can trust my heart. Say it with me. I can trust my heart. Again, I can trust my heart. One more time. I can trust my heart. Our heart is our present. It reminds us that we are a gift, and it's a present to us. It's our beat. You already know. Boom, 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 boom. It's our beat. It is our consistent reminder to live in yesterday. Oh, I messed up really bad yesterday. Oh, how am I going to pay this bill tomorrow? Our heart is our consistent reminder to know tomorrow ain't even here. Listen, so what? It's not even here yet. Yesterday you cannot get back. Right now, what do you want to do? This heart can beat without us. We cannot beat without our heart. Why do we think we're supposed to ignore it? Why have we been taught that it's common for our heart to attack us? That is not common. That means that we have a lack of peace. There is dis-ease somewhere. Our peace has been disrupted. Our heart is not designed to attack us. Our body is not for attack. It's for healing and love and peace around us. It's our present. We are a gift. We're present. It's our source. Our heart is our center of information. It's our place of warning. Listen, I love Google, okay? I'm a Google girl. Listen, hey, Google. Everybody be using Siri, but me and Google been running a while. And Siri don't always communicate well with me. However, this is the greatest Google we could ever have. Our hearts. It's our place of information. Somebody like, how did you know that? I just thought of it. You absolutely did, because you are a God and your heart is a source of information, and it stores information for us, and then it gives us warning. Your heart will let you know that something's about to happen. You ever hear the saying, I have this gut feeling. It's this gut feeling. Our gut is connected to our heart. It is our place of knowing. It is our place of warning, like, no, not left, right. And then you get to the next block and it's not right, left. And then you find out right, there was a terrible something that you missed because you listened to the warning of the heart, the beating heart, the hearing, the knowing. You heard each adjustment, respecting truth. You respected yourself and heard your truth, and you listened to the warning that came from you. Our heart is our connection to everything. It's what makes us it's what gives us, it's not forced, it's what gives us the compassion for one another. You know, when you're watching a movie and somebody's family suffers some kind of pain, they're hurting, and you start crying, or maybe you don't cry, but you just sitting there like, oh man, that's terrible. That's the connection to everything. That's why I care that we take the spiders outside instead of crushing them in the house. It's my connection to everything. Because what if I'm a spider? I don't want to be stepped on because I wandered in here. Can you send me back in the direction that I'm going? That's why I take spiders out. And I try to shoo as many flies as I can. They just don't always listen. However, do we? We have to hear our hearts and know that we are connected to everything. And when we see ourselves in everything and everyone, we will be kind to everything and everyone. That's all kindness is. We wear those be kind shirts walking around here, and the first person we forget to be kind to is ourselves. It's so important that we be kind to us because we are our healers. Listen, our heart is a GPS, okay? And if you do not remember anything else I said today in the Birth of Me, if you don't remember in the next 2 weeks, because this is the Birth of Me Self-Love Week. We ain't going to talk about next week because it's not here. Next week, you'll know what next week is. How about that? So right now, we're in Self-Love Week, okay? And we're starting with our heart. We hear each adjustment, respect truth. We're worthy of truth. We're so worthy of truth. We're so worthy of honor and love. We're so majestic and magical. We're so majestic that we are magical. We're so awesome that we are amazing. Listening within is important, necessary, and it's quality. Ink. It's ebony ink. It's who we are. It's our energy, emotion, brilliant resilience, honest, notable, necessary, universe, important, necessary quality of us. It's our words. Because we were taught that words don't matter, and they do. We had to spell every week for those of us who did get an opportunity to go to school, even if it was 2 months or 12 years, or however many years or months or days that you got to experience a school, even if it's a couple hours for one of us, got to experience a school experience. But they teach us spelling in school. And they teach us to spell these words, and we have to have them correct every week. And you got to spell it like this, or you get these marks on your papers about spelling, right? So spelling was very important. Now they want us to think that spelling is no longer important. And spelling is still important because words matter. What we think, we speak, and then we become because we said it. If we are teaching ourselves that I can trust me, then you do not deal with self-doubt. You do not deal with self-lack or self-hatred because I can trust myself. I love myself. I honor me. I'm not going to hurt me. I can trust me. I am important. I'm necessary. My words are quality. My words shape my world. We have some self-work today, okay? Our self-work, number 1 is, does your heart have a name? Let's start there. Listen within and set a timer before you start to listen. Set a timer for 11 minutes. For 11 minutes, you're going to listen to yourself. And you'll be able to hear your heart name. You'll be able to hear a message from your heart. There is something that your heart wants to say to you. Because for so long, we have ignored our hearts. We have not listened to who we are. Have you ever had the opportunity to name something? Have you named something before?
Yes.
What have you named, King?
My music.
You've named your music. How did that make you feel to name your music?
It made me feel good.
Like what? Give me another feeling besides good, because we base a lot of stuff in good and bad, and I just don't feel like it explains really how can you base everything in good or bad. Life is good, life is bad. No, life is an experience. Life is beautiful. So give me a different word besides good and bad, because you're deep, remember? Like the earth. You're deep. So can you just go a little bit deeper and tell me what it felt like to name your beats? Is that what you said? Your music.
It felt like an accomplishment.
An accomplishment is what it felt like to name. So, anybody else would like to share what they felt in naming something? What was the feeling? In one word, if you could say the feeling of what it felt like to name your beats, your business.
It felt to me like
Who are you, my love?
I'm Honesty.
And what did it feel like to you, Honesty?
It felt like I had just
One word.
oh
One word, wordsmith. One word.
I I would say it kind of made me feel surprised.
Surprised. In awe of yourself is what that means. Remembering that you are a God. Or do you prefer goddess?
I prefer both. I don't.
Okay. Anybody else want to share their feeling of naming something? You're going to be awakened for you. You have to awaken for you. Because if you pay attention, only at moments of healing do you sit at the table and get sleepy. Only. In moments of healing and going within do you have to keep yourself awake. Anything else, you are awakened for. That doesn't have anything to do with you. You're coming out of programming. That's why you had the dream. Because you have to cut that old life away. It was your arms and legs, if I'm not mistaken, that were being cut with the axe in your dream. Your arms and legs were being cut?
Yes.
I didn't hear you.
Yes.
Yes, your arms, your place of embrace. The place where you embrace you. The place where you just hold on to you and remember how great you are. So that you can remember your worthies and you're worthy and then therefore flow into worthiness. You only sleep on you. And yourself is awakening you so that you can be awakened to wonderful wisdom. The magnificent wise one. That's what yourself is letting you know. It's time to wake up for you. It's time to wake up for you. And you're going to find yourself awakening like, I don't even